Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Christy. I am a fluid artist here in Belfair, Washington. And tonight I would like to do a Dutch pour for you folks. If you like what you see and you like my art, please hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so that way you're notified every time I upload a new video. This is also my very first video, so bear with me. I'm a little nervous, so let's get you down on the canvas and we'll start this Dutch pour, and I'll explain as I go. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so tonight we're going to be doing a Dutch pour, as I said in my intro, on a 20 by 20 gallery wrapped canvas. And I've taped off my backs. I've got my big jumbo push pins in. I know you can't all see that, but here you go. And I had checked to make sure that it was completely level. And now that I moved it, I'm going to have to check that measurement again. So it is extremely important that your canvases are level. If they're not level, your paint will shift. It'll slide off the canvas, and when you come back to look at it, your composition will be absolutely ruined. When I first got started with this whole Dutch pour technique, I started watching a wonderful artist by the name of Kanella Ciraco. And Kanella Ciraco, who's in Canada, bless her heart, is a very good instructor when it comes to doing the Dutch pour. I followed her video number 63 for her ratios. I use her exact ratios. And depending on the paint, depends on how much water you're going to add. So just keep that in mind. So, and I will go over the colors with you as I'm putting them on the canvas. Excuse me. So let me get my gloves on and let's get started. I am just a little nervous because this is my very first video. So bear with me. I'm sure I'll get over my nerves in time as I do more of these. So yeah. I wear gloves with the black because I can't get the black off of my hands very well. It stains and it stays put for a little while. So gloves are on the hands. I use Artist Loft Black by Flow Acrylic. Artist Loft Flow Acrylic Black. All of my paints are mixed with Floetrol and water. And as I said just a few moments ago, hop on over to Kanella Ciraco. Watch video number 63. She has very good instructions for measurements and ratios, or you can go to Tammy Johnson and watch her videos. She's got one for beginners, which is excellent, and she goes over the mixing ratios as well. I utilize both of their instructions for my ratios. So let's get our paint down on the canvas. This is called the base coat. For anybody who's new and has not seen this technique done before. So I am just basically flooding my entire canvas. I am also going to, because I didn't think about it, I have this paint in this jar that I had left over. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. So that way I don't have it sitting around for months and forget about it. Okay, so I use this handy dandy spatula. I love it. Kanella Ciraco and Tammy Johnson both have it in their Amazon carts or Amazon shops. It works really well for spreading out the paint, getting it even coverage on your canvas, which is now the step that we're doing now. And then we'll go over the colors that I'm going to be using in tonight's pour. So I had talked to a lot of my friends at work, and I said, you know, I'm really thinking about doing a YouTube video of me doing a painting. And a lot of folks were very receptive to that and told me, yeah, you really should. You really should. So here I am doing my first video. Nervous as all get out. Rambling up a storm while I'm spreading this paint out. So if I'm boring you, I am sorry. You can fast forward this part if you would like. I think I had a goober in there. Please tell me I don't have goobers. We don't want goobers in your paints. Goobers in your paints are no good. So, this is usually such a hard part for me, is getting it spread out. So just bear with me. This is one of the longest legs of the whole thing, is making sure that your canvas is covered. For those folks that do this form of artwork, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And thank you for watching my video. I appreciate all the support that I get from everywhere. So if you're a fellow artist that's been doing this for a while and just wanted to check me out, that is awesome. I appreciate it. And hopefully we can collab together at some point and make something really cool. So let's see. Black scares me. I use black on the canvas and it kind of scares me because I always feel like maybe I have it too thin. But my paintings always turn out awesome. So I don't know. I think it's just my fear level and what I see. So let me get my sides. It's very, very important when you do these paintings to take care of your sides, folks. Take care of your sides. You want your sides to be completely covered. It helps if I actually shake the bottle and open it before I try to pour it. So there you go. There's your comedy for now. I'm sure there's more to come throughout this video, so just stay tuned. Because like I said, this is my first video, so I'm nervous. And I know I'm going to lose myself. I'm going to lose my mind. It's all good. So I appreciate your patience. And if I can give you a good chuckle in the process, hey, it's a win-win, right? So let's just look at it that way. And I know I need coverage on the back side. So let's see if I can do this backwards. I usually have the luxury of going around and physically looking at the other side of my canvas to make sure that that side is covered, but my camera is kind of sitting right there. So we're gonna just do the finger rub technique and try to get it as covered as possible. I don't know if I did it. Let's not slide my canvas all over the place. That's bad. Bad, bad, bad. Okay. I'm going to put my spatula in the rinse bucket because I have already utilized my paper towel for my fingers. And I've got something going on there. Okay. So let me get this side here. Yeah, this is why I wear the gloves, because I do use my fingers quite a bit. And I only wear the gloves with the black. Once I'm done messing around with the black, my gloves come off because I don't like wearing the gloves the whole time. But I don't want this paint all around my fingernails when I go to my regular job tomorrow, because that would just kind of suck. And I I just feel like my front is a little bare. Okay, let's see here. And take some up from the bottom, some of this paint that's on my plastic, and throw it up there. Why not? It'll help coat. And it's really hard. I've noticed, you know, Tammy Anderson, as great as she is, bless her heart, she has tried to express what the paint feels like, you know, and you hear, oh, it should be the consistency of warm honey, it should be the consistency of heavy cream, until you actually fiddle with it. And I think Tammy Johnson also said the same thing. After you fiddle with it and you get used to how your paint is supposed to feel, then you know it's really hard to go based on, you know, oh, it should feel like this when, or it should look like this when it's falling off your stick, or when it's, you know, dripping from your stick. I have a hard time with that because I couldn't tell. And Tammy has also said it's really hard to go based by, you know, it should be the consistency of warm honey. So I absolutely agree with Tammy Johnson in that aspect. And look, I've got black paint on my hands. Yay! Okay, so let's torch this baby. You're gonna want one of these culinary torches. No joke. You cannot use a heat gun to pop your air bubbles. That's the whole purpose behind these little culinary heat guns. It's to pop all the air bubbles in your paint. Because the last thing you want is for those air bubbles to start popping as your painting's drying. You do that and you've got a beautiful piece, but now, because you didn't torch your air bubbles, you've got all these pinholes, bright white pinholes, showing through your black painting, your black base painting. So yeah, no good, no bueno, no bueno. Okay, so now the first color I am going to use is Garnet by Deco Art. And this is part of the fireside. So what we're going to do is we're going to do fire, fire, ice, and ice. So, and where's my paper towel? All right. So, see, I told you I was a bundle of nerves. I opened up my paint and then closed it right back up. Said, nope. And I did it again. Okay, Christy, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna lay down our garnet, and we're just gonna kind of leave it so that way the center has a little bit of playroom, but we're gonna get the corners, and really I think I'm going to start at the corner and work my way in this time. I think that's pretty good. Okay, and this color is Arteza's Carmine Red. And I know you can't see really what it looks like very well, but it is Carmine Red by Arteza. I like it because it's a little bit brighter off of that garnet. And I chose the garnet so that way I would have some shimmer to my painting. Okay, the next color I'm going to use is Arteza's Vermilion Red, which has a nice orange hue, so it's like a reddish orange. More, to me it looks like it's more on the orange side. Okay. Now we're going to use Artist Loft's Deep Yellow. Deep yellow. Okay, check that out. And just because I want to kind of break this up a little bit and have that white that you sometimes see in a campfire, we're going to add just a little bit of white, just a thin little strip of white. And a thin little strip of white. And yes, I am one of those. I say a little and sometimes I do a lot, so bear with me. So I did change, out of my original, I did change a couple of things. I added the garnet to this one and I removed carmine red. No, I removed the bright orange that I had. That's what I did. I removed the bright orange and added the Deco Art garnet. So I thought that would be a better contrast. Now we're going to do the ice side. And I got new paints for Christmas. I was so excited, so I'm actually using my new paints tonight. And I'm changing up what I did for ice. So tonight we're going to use Arteza Pearl Sapphire Blue. And I'm really hoping that I went far enough in. Okay, and Artist Loft Cobalt Blue. So Sapphire Blue is new. I think the last one I did, I used, what color was it? I used Phthalo Blue, I believe, in my last one. So this one we changed up and we're going to use the pearl this time. This one is the metallic cobalt blue. I like that because it's got a little hint of green. I like the fact that it's another metallic, so I'm going to get that wonderful, wonderful shimmer. Because I'm all about the shimmer. And the next one I'm going to do is Art Mine's Crystal Blue. Because it's a very, very, very light blue. And I thought that would be a really good contrast in here. So let's put that down. And technically I should be going to bed here in about 30 minutes or so. I just got off work. I work swing shifts. So I thought, well, I'm going to do a painting. So this is actually a new color here that I'm going to use. I didn't have this one or anything like it in my last painting. It is called Peacock Pearl by Deco Art. And I saw it, I was like, oh, I have to get that when I was at Michael's. And yeah, when I was mixing it up and getting it ready for tonight's pour, I compared it with some of the other colors I had and went, oh my gosh, that's it. I love this color. I'm keeping this color in, so here we go. This side has lots of pearls in it. Okay. This one is Artist Loft Light Blue. Oh, this seems like a lot of paint. I really hope my consistencies are correct because that is, if it's not going to move very well. And then I'll have to scrape and I'll be upset. So, we really don't want to, oh, Nutter Butter. Really? Okay. Bear with me, folks. I've got a goober in my painting that now I'm going to have to actually stick my finger in. if you see a hair or something that does not belong in your painting, get it right away. You do not want that piece of hair to stick around in your painting and dry there. It would just totally ruin. See, and this is why I don't like black, because it seems like it starts to dry a little faster. And I know it's not too watery because I did the paper test. So, okay. Now, another new color is Pearl by Deco Art. So last time I did this, I had white in there. The Artist Loft white that I used over here in my fireside. So, but I think for the ice side, I want to go more, I want to have the metallic in there. I really like the effects of the metallics. All right, here we go. Okay, folks, cross your fingers. We're gonna pop some more air bubbles because there are plenty of air bubbles in this paint. You will get air bubbles when you shake your bottles before you pour them on the canvas. I did that just because they had been sitting all day today while I was at work and didn't want to have them not well mixed. Oh, the joy of having cats. My cats love me, I love them, and I get their cat hair everywhere, no matter what I do. I even keep a change of clothes in my art room so that way I can change in here before I paint. And it doesn't seem to work out. Okay, so here comes the noise, folks. I love this hair dryer. This is one of the coolest. It's called the Kung Fu Pro Hair Dryer, and I got this off of Amazon. And you can buy different size attachments for it. I use it on low. I tried it on high once and just about blew the paint right off my canvas. So I'm just checking to make sure that I have it on the correct setting. Okay. And away we go. We're gonna do this. Okay, cross your fingers, folks. One more over there. All right. Now it's a matter of where to next. All right, so let's do this side. I'll blow it up just a little bit this way. Done that with the blue. That's okay. Ooh, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take this blue and bring it in just a little bit. And then we'll fiddle with it later. Okay. Pesky, pesky hair. Okay. So, this side. Oh, I think these colors, I should have used these colors the very first time I did this, but I didn't have all these colors. It's so pretty. I was going to lose that paper towel. It was just a matter of time. Okay, I can't even remember where my own on-off button is. Wow, you guys, this is so pretty. I have so many different cells happening, and I absolutely love it. I really am kicking myself because this is what I should have done the very first time. But like I said, I did not have the colors at the time. So bear with me. I'm going to get my little mini leaf blower for a couple of spots that I really want to touch up. So hold on just a moment. And then I'll bring you guys down for a close-up. So I'm going to repeat what a lot of my fellow Dutch pour artists say. Don't use your hairdryer and blow over the same spot multiple times. When you do that, you run the risk of turning your paints into mud. And then it's just not, you're not going to be happy with it. Even though artists say that, they do have a hard time following through with what they say. I've seen a few of them that still will go over like 2 or 3 times, and luckily they don't mess up their painting, but I cringe every time I see somebody do it, because I'm like, oh no, they're gonna turn it to mud. And it actually looks pretty cool, but yeah, that's just a chance I wouldn't take. Okay, here we go, folks. I'm just gonna fan this out just a little bit. Blend it just a little bit so it's not so by itself. That garnet looks really, really pretty in here. And get rid of this big old clump of orange. Let's fan that orange out just a little bit. And really, there's not a whole lot that I want to mess with. This little mini blower is so awesome. Usually I'll use an airbrush, and I got that idea from Tammy Johnson. Watching her videos, I got the idea of using the airbrush, and the airbrush is actually a really cool technique, a really cool little tool, and it really kind of helps add, I like it for the wisps. And I'm not going to add too many wisps, goodness, in here. But I am going to use it to kind of work out this blue just a little bit. So let's see here. Oh, it still works. I dropped this sucker the other day. I was rearranging my art room and dropped my airbrush on the floor and went, oh no! So I'm glad that it still works. So just to maybe separate out or flare out that darker, that pearl blue is so pretty. We just kind of want to, I don't want to mess with it too much. I'm so nervous that I'm going to screw my painting up from overworking it, and I would be very upset. I've done that a couple of times and just kind of gone with the flow. It still looks good. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty neat. Let's see. I don't want to mess up the cells because these cells are crazy. Crazy cells. Okay. Now to decide whether or not I want to or need to torch it anywhere. I really don't see a spot where I want to. I don't think I'm going to torch this, guys. I really don't. I don't think I am. I think I'm going to get you guys down here for a close-up of this painting so you can see all these cool things that are happening here. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the shimmer, so I'll try to adjust the lights here and there and see if we can't get some of that shimmer to show through for you guys. But on my end, I can see it. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. Here's the close-up. But first I want to show you my sides where we have these pesky drips. You see those big drips? Do yourself a favor, guys, and scrape those drips off. All 4 edges. And I'll do all my edges when I'm done showing you the painting. But there's a reason, because if you don't, it'll keep pulling. See how it's coming off the sides there? It'll keep pulling that paint from the top. So you want to scrape your sides. You want to make sure that you don't have any of those big nasty drips. So let's have a look. And I don't know if you can see the shimmer like I can. But look at those cells. I mean, my word. I saw the first set of cells come out on that red one I did. I was like, woohoo! So, cells make me happy. Look at all, oh my gosh. Oh, see, I think you can see the shimmer in this one, maybe. Maybe. I apologize, I don't have the best lighting set up. So I'm hoping when my husband builds my art studio this spring, I will have the lighting that I need. God, that is so pretty. I cannot get over that ice is awesome looking. Okay, so there you have it. I've got to try to figure out how to turn my camera around. So bear with me. So I have to stop the video in order to turn my camera perspective around. So thank you for watching my video. I really do hope you like what you saw. I hope that you come back for future videos to watch. My next video, I'm going to actually spin the wheel. I have this website I go to, and I load up a bunch of color palettes that I find on Pinterest. And I throw them in this wheel, and whatever pops out is what I'm going to paint. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out. And then I just got to figure out and match those colors. And I get some pretty weird ones sometimes. So they don't turn out too shabby. In fact, this one behind me was one that I ran through the color wheel. See that? Isn't that pretty? I ran through the color wheel on New Year's Day about 12:30 in the morning. And this is from that color palette that I put in that wheel. It is so pretty. I love it. So it's going to hang there for a while until it sells. And yes, my artwork is for sale. If you're interested, you can email me at christy@capturedserenity.com. So if you're interested, again, if you're interested in any of my artwork, email Christy, CHRISTI, @capturedserenity.com. Okay, great. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.